You can hear the foghorn there at the end of the North Pier at the harbour, and all of this of course is closed, although later on this morning some of this may well be open. Something to do in Bridlington if you look hard enough, and my favourite time to come here is in winter like this. That's the harbour again, just down there. If we walked down that way we would have come full circle. We'll walk around here. I want to just show you something. It's a bit of a reality check for Bridlington, I think. Walking now, this on the left is the town's main toilet block perhaps, and the toilets are free in Bridlington. But just to show you this situation here, this is the neighbourhood policing team who put this up. 1,244 fewer incidents of antisocial behaviour reported in the East Riding this year, thanks to ASBO's dispersal orders and educating young people about appropriate behaviour. Boys department store, which is a really good department store in Bridlington. Now when we come here, we go onto the top floor, onto the cafe there, and usually have a scone with jam and cream. They've got comfortable seats up there, and you've got a really good view out, which you might have seen in some of my earlier videos, looking south towards Bridlington South Beach. If you look closely, there's some interesting architecture in Bridlington. On the antisocial behaviour front, I haven't seen much wrong here in Bridlington over decades. There was one person gave me a V sign in one of my videos, probably last year. But apart from that, no different to anywhere else. No different to anywhere else in the UK. Was felt relatively safe walking through Bridlington with the phone out like this. I mean, I'm aware of filming. I'm aware of my surroundings, who's around me. I don't think this is a phone snatch capital of the UK or anything, but it doesn't feel nowhere. I don't think anywhere in the UK feels anywhere near as safe as Italy did when we went there the last couple of times. Went to Naples, and there were police all over the place. Unlike here, you know, where you don't see a police presence, a noticeable police presence on the streets anyway. In Naples, there were 3 different sets of police all rushing about in the community. And one thing I did notice, I think, well, you can tell, don't you think, how safe a place is with how comfortable people are these days with walking about with a phone outside their pocket in their hands, just rested on the palm of their hands. And Naples was like that. It seemed extremely safe. People were walking about, unlike London, where you'd likely get the phone snatched out of your hand straight away outside a tube station. With all of this said, I think Bridlington is a beautiful place. I certainly think it's the top seaside resort on the Yorkshire coast. I think it's a lot better than Whitby. There's a tendency of people to like Whitby. My wife likes Whitby. I don't see the attraction myself compared with here. We often have a look in Ramsden's, the pawnbrokers here. There's lots of very interesting things in here. Unexpectedly, the sky is turning blue, so let's have a walk back towards the harbour. Now walking along Cross Street towards Bridlington Harbour, past the New Inn. Which is a craft union free house, whatever that means. Looking past the goat in Bridlington, goat, the what seems to be the derelict shoe zone, and past the Heavenly Services funeral funeral parlour. Now I saw that loyalty card. I thought it was related to the funeral parlour. It's actually inside the funeral parlour, inside the window there. I thought maybe, you know, if you die multiple times, you get a discount or something, but no. Humour apart, the funeral parlour is right next door to this black sheep place. It'd be some sort of bar. I mean, it seems as though that Heavenly Services funeral place is closed down anyway now. What a thing though to put on the main strip of a tourist resort. We'll just head back down towards the harbour. But first, just a mention of that Topham's ice creams there. I remember having an ice cream there, fantastic ice cream, going all the way back into the 1950s when I was a child. And here we come to the Amusements pub here, Amusements there. No, I've never been into that sort of thing, amusement places. I'm one of the people that can't even bear to put a £1 coin on the lotto, knowing that basically it's just money straight down the drain. I do remember though, being here as a child in the 1950s, and I'm way over here, you know, towards South Shore Holiday Village. Now, it was, I don't know what it is now, it was over here. Let's see if I can try to zoom in a bit. It was over there. You saw the white houses here, the end of the pier here, and all of that being Bridlington South Beach. Well, there was like a holiday camp there with wooden showers, and the toilets were like a can. There was like an outhouse for a toilet, a wooden outhouse, and a can, a gigantic can, a bit like a dustbin, with a lid, and you had to sit on that. It was a disgusting sort of arrangement, but perhaps normal for the times. It's pressure from my great aunts at the time. I engaged in a game of bingo, which is very much against how I am and was even as a 10-year-old. Anyway, I won. Bingo, I won, and I won a saw. You know, a tenor saw, something that you saw wood with. But I'd never have another game of bingo again after that, because like I said to them at the time, I'm in front. You know, I've won this saw and I'm in front, and if I have another game of bingo at all, I'm going to lose what I've gained, and that still remains the same right until this day. I'm in front with gambling, because that was the only time I ever did it. I'll contrast this scene with how it was in my previous video, which was taken less than an hour ago. Here you have the deserted North Beach. We'll walk down these stairs instead of running up them like I do every video. Being a bit more careful going down, of course. Look at that, the sheer beauty of Bridlington. Early morning sun. It's now 10:30 a.m. And here we have the beautiful North Beach. Best seen in winter. There's a gentleman down there digging for sandworms. worms which will be used as bait for fishing. I can just see some sort of electric bike down there. The beautiful white cliffs of Flamborough Head emerging from the early morning fog. Now around on North Landing on the north of Bridlington, very interesting for a trip over there, but you've got to be very careful. It's all too easy to walk around here and along there at low tide and actually get cut off. In fact, this whole area is actually quite dangerous if you do the wrong things at the wrong time. You don't notice it as a day tripper in summer, but you see these steps here. It's possible to walk down there at night time, have a walk on the beach here, have a walk out here. Definitely not recommended, but then the low tide, but then the tide comes in around there. You can get cut off over here, but the worst thing of all is you can't see where these steps are to get back. Lives would have been saved here if there'd just been a light or something on here showing where the steps are. But I think you're pretty much on your own here. You've got to use your own judgment for risk. Well, that's the same anywhere in life, isn't it? But particularly here on the coast. Shall we walk straight towards the sun? In case you're interested, this is the 0.5 lens on an iPhone 16 Pro being filmed at 4K, 60 frames a second, originally in HDR Dolby. What it's like after it's gone onto YouTube, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether the HDR content is actually stripped out or not. Still chasing the early morning sun here. We arrive at the end of North Pier, Bridlington, where I've just stepped over the safety wire, which is there during winter. Looking north now towards Flamborough Head. And back towards beautiful Bridlington town. And at this point I'll end the video and I hope to see you in a future video. It's goodbye from Bridlington and goodbye for now. Take care now.